Oh, hey everybody, it's Trucker Joe. Welcome to the Trucker Joe Show. You're probably going like, where is he? Is that a lift station? No, these are tanks outside of the Lowe's. Actually, let me take this off and these off. I've kind of got a day off. Probably going like, day off? What do you mean? Well, my truck and the backup truck are in the shop. They're broke down, need some repair. And that is just boring. I want to be out on the road. Sitting around the house relaxing, that's for the weekends. Anyway, what I thought I'd do today is catch you guys up on the numbers. Probably going like, Trucker Joe, what do you mean? What are the numbers? We're talking about service hour numbers because they make it important. They're really important for truck drivers. You got to know where you are at all times. Like this number, 70. 70 is the total number of hours you get to drive in an 8-day period. Now, some companies go off a 7-day period, but our company, 8-day period, 70 hours is the most you can work. Now, that doesn't mean drive, it means work. Okay, the next number is 34. That's how many consecutive hours you have to have off to reset that 70-hour clock again. Okay, so if you don't get 34 consecutive hours, then you're working on last week still. You got to get 34 straight hours of rest or time off. Not necessarily rest, but time off before that clock resets again. Okay? The next number, 14. 14 is the total hours you can work in a shift. I'm not saying a day because your shift could start at 9 p.m. and go to 9 a.m. And that's two days, right? But it's really one shift. Okay, so your shift makes it important. It doesn't matter what day it is, necessarily day of the week or whatever. It's when you start and when you stop. So once that clock starts, once that 14 hours starts, in 14 hours, you got to be done and off. Okay, you can't work anymore. That's not legal. You get in trouble, and the company gets in trouble, and the lights go on, the sirens go, and they arrest you and put you down on the ground. No, that's not true. They don't do that. But you could get in trouble for being off your working too long, and the company could get in trouble. So make sure you're taking care of that. Okay. The next is 11. Okay, in that 14 hours of your shift, which could go between 2 different days, you can only drive 11 hours. Not 11 and a half, not 12. I know you can work for 14, but you can only drive for 11 of those. And some people, they work more than they drive. Like I used to work for Cisco, delivering all that food, stuff like that. You're working way more than you're driving. So you pretty much get a 14 unless you get done early or whatever. So that's fine. But for us guys who drive more than we work, then we got to watch that 11 hours of driving. Okay? It's real important. Can't go over that. 11 hours in a shift. Once that 14-hour clock starts, you got to get those 11 in there or you're going to start eating into your driving time. The next one is 10. 10 hours of rest. So once you've worked your 14 or whenever you clock out, even if it's 4 then, you need 10 consecutive hours of rest in order to reset that 14 shift clock again. Okay? So that's important. And the last number I'm going to talk to you about is 30-minute break. You got to have 30-minute break within that first, when you start that clock at 14, that 14-hour clock, within the next 8 hours, you got to have 30-minute break. It's on duty, not necessarily off duty, but on duty. You can't drive for 8.5 hours straight or 9 or 10 or 11, okay? You have to take a break and you have to get off the road, turn, and not be driving, okay? That's real important. These things help you out, and anyone who works with drivers know these are important numbers, okay? So let's 70, 34. Man, this is all getting around here. 34, that's your rest break. 14 hours, very important. 11 hours of driving in a shift. Some people call it a day, but it's not really a day. 10 hours of rest and 30-minute break. Okay? Don't forget those. Hey, and if you got a comment or a question, write it down below. Hit that thumbs up like button. I sure would appreciate. Remember, Trucker Joe's rooting for you. Keep your head up. Keep those wheels turning. Have a great day.